Xander Harris, the subtle antagonist. From his debut in the series, Xander exhibits behaviors that align with the nice guy trope, a man who believes his kindness entitles him to romantic attention. This toxic attitude is often masked by his witty persona and the underdog status that initially evokes audience sympathy. However, his actions toward Buffy and other characters reveal a pattern of entitlement, manipulation, and emotional immaturity. 1. The Buffy obsession. Xander's unrequited crush on Buffy sets the stage for his most problematic behavior. Instead of respecting Buffy's autonomy and feelings, he reacts with jealousy and hostility toward her romantic partners, particularly Angel. His insistence on portraying Angel as a villain, even when Angel is trying to redeem himself, underscores Xander's inability to prioritize Buffy's happiness over his own insecurities. Season 2 example. Xander deliberately withholds Willow's plan to restore Angel's soul, ensuring Buffy must kill Angel without realizing there was hope for his redemption. 2. Mistreatment of romantic partners. Xander's relationships with Cordelia and Anya are marred by his unresolved feelings for Buffy. He fails to fully invest in these partnerships, often treating his partners as second best. His treatment of Anya is particularly egregious, culminating in his decision to abandon her at the altar in Season 6. This betrayal not only devastates Anya, but also sends her back into the life of vengeance she had worked to leave behind. 3. Lack of accountability. Xander's refusal to acknowledge or take responsibility for his harmful actions is a recurring theme. Whether it's his failure to communicate his fears to Anya or his judgmental attitude toward Buffy's choices, Xander consistently positions himself as the victim. Season 6 example. When Buffy is struggling with depression and engages in a self-destructive relationship with Spike, Xander slut-shames her instead of offering support. His judgment reflects a double standard that excuses his own behavior while condemning hers. The tragedy of stagnation. While other characters in Buffy undergo significant growth, Xander remains largely static. Buffy becomes a more nuanced leader, Willow grapples with her addiction to magic, and even Spike finds redemption. In contrast, Xander's arc lacks meaningful evolution. His insecurities and lack of self-awareness prevent him from achieving the maturity seen in his peers. Missed opportunities for growth. Career and relationships. Xander's steady career as a carpenter showcases his practical skills, but it doesn't translate into emotional growth. His failure to confront his fears or learn from past mistakes leaves him in a perpetual state of arrested development. Final season. While Xander becomes slightly more tolerable in Season 7, his role remains overshadowed by his earlier missteps, and his character never fully reconciles with his flaws. A lens on toxic masculinity. Viewed through a modern lens, Xander's character serves as an unintentional critique of toxic masculinity. His entitlement, lack of accountability, and inability to prioritize others' well-being over his own desires exemplify behaviors that are now widely recognized as harmful. However, because the series does not overtly challenge these traits, Xander is often portrayed as a lovable everyman rather than an antagonist. Conclusion. Xander Harris may not be the overt big bad of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but his actions consistently undermine the well-being of those around him. His character serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked entitlement and emotional immaturity. While the series remains a groundbreaking piece of television, Xander's arc highlights the need for nuanced portrayals of flawed characters who are held accountable for their actions.